The reason I'm calling is because my father served 2 years in World War II to ensure that Canada did not become Germany.
Yeah.
And now here I'm 65 years old, and I find out that America wants to turn us into Americans.
Mm-hmm.
You can throw all the economic power you want at us Canadians. We'll survive. We'll find other places to trade or whatever. What I'm more concerned with is when you're military, when you sign up to your military, do you sign up and do they ask you, if we decide for no apparent reason to attack a friendly country like Canada,
right,
will they do it? Will they get on the jets and head up here and start bombing us?
So I'll answer that and I think it's a very fair question that you're asking. While I do think it's very important, the words of the President of the United States, I am not diminishing his power and his platform and the things he says, which are embarrassing on a daily basis. If you ask me what I think is going to happen, and I could be wrong, I think Donald Trump says a lot of stupid things and ignorant things and dangerous things, but he never follows through on them, right? So my answer would be most likely not, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't take what he says seriously. The threats and the innocent people in Gaza right now, it doesn't mean that his words aren't dangerous, even if he doesn't mean what he says, which we hear from MAGA supporters all the time. How many times, my friend, have you heard a MAGA deplorable say, well, here's what I think he meant by that, right? How many times on a daily basis that I talk to a Trump supporter and I say, what do you think he meant when he said this? When he said this, this, and this, are you opposed to that? And their response is, well, here's what I think he meant. Or they'll make excuses. They crawl themselves into a pretzel, right? They curl themselves into a pretzel and try to make excuses for the orange orangutan. That's what they do.
Yeah, well, you see, my life and my children's life is hanging in the balance based on what this lunatic says.
I hear you.
Nobody can guarantee that he's not going to do it. So that's what I'm asking is,
yeah,
I think he will give the order because he knows that our natural resources are worth $17 trillion more than you have in the States.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
He will eventually just want. So what I'm trying to figure out is the only thing we can hope for is a military coup where he gives the order and the order says, no, we're
Wayne,
not going to Canada.
Wayne, do you or members of your family live in Canada?
We all live in Canada.
Okay, so you live in Canada, and I totally understand your concern. I'm not here to not validate the words that you are saying. You have a right to be concerned. Wayne, I'm concerned for people like you. I'm concerned for people in this country. If you asked me if I had to bet on it, I would say he's probably not going to do that, but you're right. I can't guarantee you that. Nobody can. Trudeau, I like the way he handled the whole 25% tariff nonsense, right? He basically gave America nothing, which he shouldn't have given us anything. And it was all to piss off Canadians. Wayne, I'm with you, my friend, and I understand your concern. I hope that doesn't happen. I don't think it will happen. I can't sit here and did I think there was going to be a January 6th insurrection? Did I think there were going to be fake electorates all over the country? No, of course I didn't. I didn't think any of this stuff was going to happen. So I'm not going to sit here and say that you're not valid with your concerns, because you are, my friend. And I wish you and your family safety, Wayne. I really do.